Hello and welcome to BB on Blast. For those joining us for the first time, for those joining us for the first time, or for those not, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Gaz.
And we've just watched the first, was it 2 episodes or 3 episodes?
Not quite sure, because she kept going on about a 2-night premiere, and I wasn't sure if someone just piled them together in one upload or something.
I wasn't sure either.
But when the first time she said 2-night, I thought she just said tonight. Did you?
No.
I was finding Julie Chen a little bit hard to understand.
Really?
Sounded like she had a cold.
It was nice to see her walking and talking and turning again, wasn't it? And going, but first. But you're coming into this from...
Yeah, we should probably
cold-ish.
put a bit of context to this.
Go on then.
In that, if you don't listen to our other BB on Blast editions, I don't normally watch BB USA, and the last time I watched it was when it was on TV in the UK.
That wasn't the last time you watched. What? That was the last time you watched a full series? The last time I
actually, watched most of it was when it was what year was that? 2005 or something?
God, that was a long thing.
When they had those twins in it.
Yeah. Well, they were switching in and out. That was ages ago.
2 girls, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was on E4.
Yeah.
And I've done it before. I've started. I've watched the launch, and I've watched the first veto or whatever, and then it was just didn't bother.
And why? What was it putting you off about it?
Well, sometimes it's quite hard to find places to watch it.
Yeah.
You can't really find many streams. Luckily, we've got that one website what I use today. I don't want to mention it in case it gets shut down.
Get it off Pirate Bay. That's how I got it. And I got an After Dark. I haven't watched it yet, but I've got one. I'll send it to you.
I don't know, I just never liked the feel of their show, but I feel like since I've last watched it, this one feels a little bit different.
I do? In what way?
I always felt like their house was really dated and cramped, and I still think it is a little bit, but I think they've opened up living space quite a bit since I last watched it.
Looks the same to me, but
does it?
Yeah.
That kitchen, they've never moved it, right?
No.
They always leave it in the same place.
Yeah, because
hours, every year, they move the kitchen to a different...
No.
Sometimes it's outside, sometimes...
They always get ants every year and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard about this. That was Rowan, is that her name? Rowan. Being loud. She told me about those ants because Katy Perry thing, which was a Big Brother thing. Yeah. Apparently she had ants in there as well, so everyone was like, "Oh, she must be using the Big Brother house."
Oh, how funny!
But it was just the same area. It was the same production team behind Big Brother as that Katy Perry thing.
Was it? I didn't know that. And what is going to keep you watching this year? Are you going to keep watching even if you don't like it?
This podcast.
I know, but you don't want to watch it under duress,
No, I have to say that I've surprised myself by how much I've enjoyed this first 2 episodes, actually.
Do you think that's because BB UK is so crap at the moment?
Well, you say that. Last week I was really looking forward to BB US because I felt BB UK was crap. But since that fight in Big Brother UK, I feel like our one's got better, and I'm enjoying it a lot more.
But what since those new housemates come in?
We don't know yet.
I'm behind because I'm a day behind, so we better not go there. Right, so let's start off. Should we start off with the house? What do you think? I like the wallpaper with alliance, lust, money.
There's a lot of clip
looks
art,
fucking horrible.
Word art, isn't it?
It's what is it, word cloud or whatever? You know, when you just have loads of words that are all like...
Oh, like a brainstorm.
Yeah, it looks fucking awful, doesn't it?
But, that wall's particularly ugly. But I always think that they make some very weird design choices in BB USA.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Why do they always make some rooms really dark?
Is it just to torture them?
Yeah, but if you want to torture them, you put dildos on the wall. We know that from BB UK.
Well, some people
make
like
jagged edges and things. There's that one bedroom where the beds are half armchairs.
Okay.
And that green and grey and black one looks like a smoking old snooker club or something.
I've not seen the Have Not room yet, have you? They've not shown it yet, have they?
No.
And
what sort of how bad do they go for Have Nots on this version? Because obviously, Big Brother Canada, last time it had bones in it and sand and shit.
I think last year it was bumper cars they had to sleep in. That was really, I know, that was really bad. If you're a big person, you have to sleep in a little tiny bumper car. And they had airport seats one time. And then they had dentist chairs one time. So it's quite bad, actually.
Well, yeah, but you're lucky if you've got some sort of seat.
Yeah, but a bumper car, that don't sound
you
very
can't get comfy in that, can you?
So they take their have-nots quite seriously, actually. And what about in the diary room where it's got all veto and shit?
I've tweeted about this. I thought, because I've seen some house pictures before it started, I thought that wall with apples on it and a blue chair in front of it was going to be the diary room because it looks great.
It's nice, that blue chair, isn't it?
I like that chair.
That's it's called the safari room last year, but that changes every year.
Basically, there's a temptation theme, isn't there? So there's apples around and there's snakes around as well. So there's Adam and Eve stuff.
Yeah.
Biblical. But yeah, that diary room looks like a fucking intern got on Word and typed some words out and fucking stuck them on the wall.
I wrote down some VO on the block,
Zingbot,
slop, money, crap.
And they're all repeated on the block.
Tragic. Zingbot, that's particularly weak.
But why after they've put so much effort into the rest of the house, have they done a shit blue wall with words on it and a chair in front of it? They never do with the diary room in their versions, do they?
No, the BB house is always the worst house of them all.
Really?
I don't care. It's like with the housemates. I thought, these housemates seem good, which we'll come on to. And then I just thought, how are they going to fuck it up? They're going to find some way to fuck it up. And then they kind of did, in a way, I think. But we'll see.
Okay, I've quite liked what's happened so far.
I was so excited when I started watching it. I just realised, like, how excited I was and, like, how much I missed watching it. And just, like, when I saw Julie and I saw the house and, you know, how they just send 4 in and 4 in. It's like, why do they do that? Why do they do that? I don't know.
I hate that scramble for beds. I've seen, because I've only ever watched, like, the start of BBUS. I've seen that before. It's like fucking Black Friday, but without the LED TVs.
But why do they send 4 in at a time?
I don't know. So they can scheme together, maybe, for like 5 minutes or something?
And you don't like them getting the keys, do you?
I hate that key thing.
Everyone hates it, but it's like...
They look so shit.
What, because it's fake?
Yeah, it's just, for me, like... No, yeah, it's fake. Like, there's a camera crew that's just bought a pizza to me, and there's a key in the box. Oh my God, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't know why this camera crew was here.
Yeah.
They've been following me around for weeks.
And they just look like... I think they just look really dated.
Yeah. What, keys? The cardboard keys?
Yeah. I think that Big Brother in the USA has got a bit of an identity crisis.
Yeah.
And its branding is pretty lame.
Yeah.
Like, what about when they used to have a little house with an eye in it over the logo all the time?
Oh yeah.
They've got rid of eyes now, and they've got a house and a swimming pool effect, which is, they've been using it for years, haven't they? That swimming pool effect
with like swimming costumes and like pools and
in primary colours.
Yeah, and like beach balls and shit. I don't know why.
They try to associate that with summer, I suppose.
But it's got absolutely nothing to do with Big Brother whatsoever.
I had some like production value observations as well. Their CGI that they use is crap.
What CGI?
They use like little bits of CGI over like the thing that cuts scenes together. It's like a ray of light, like lens flare. They look really, really cheap, like they came off of like some program. And then when they were talking about that ghost hunter woman, they put like a little Grim Reaper in, and it looked like just like PowerPoint. It was
and then someone like banged on the camera and it like cracked, like a little crack. Yeah, you're right. That's, compared to Canada,
Canada's CGI is so good.
I know, it is a bit embarrassing.
Canada is a better produced show to this. Is my conclusion after the end of this. Way better, 100%. And the rest is a much better presenter than Julie Ched.
Oh no shit! But Big Brother US didn't even have HD until like last year or something.
Those cameras they've got is the size of like a fucking exercise bike or something. It's like the least conspicuous cameras ever.
But anyway, don't slag off BBUS because it's my favourite. Okay, should we talk about the housemates?
Housemates.
First in was...
I've got a question for you first though about Julie's face. Do you think she's had a lot of surgery?
She looked
puffy. She
had surgery back in the day to make herself look less Asian.
No.
Yep.
Asian reporter thingy Takanawa.
Family Guy. Isn't that bad?
That is bad.
Yeah, I know. So a lot of people hate Julie Chen for that reason. Sister Speak hate her for that reason.
She just looked like she had a swollen face and like she'd either got hay fever or a cold to me.
Oh. She probably has had something done. I thought her dress was alright for once. No one looks fucking dreadful.
Back in the day, didn't she always used to wear like really ugly suits like a news reporter?
Sometimes, yeah. Or she wears like asymmetric stuff, or I don't know, she does wear some
She wears some quite nice dresses these days though, doesn't she?
Well, let's not go that far. Watch this space. Anything else before the housemates?
Just about these twists really that she was teasing, these temptations.
Oh yeah. What do you think about that?
I quite like it because it's not my version of Big Brother. They can do what they want.
I think they just overcomplicate it, and this is like not an original point of view, but if you watch Big Brother US anyway, it's quite complicated. The whole thing is complicated. Then they add in extra complications, and I just think it just gets really even I get confused.
But you might as well mix it up a little bit because it's so formulaic that it will just be samey, week in, week out. No,
I like about it.
I don't like change.
I like the formulaicness. I don't think that's a word. Okay.
Housemates, guests, even.
Christmas.
Fuck's sake.
I had a good title though. She went.
There's got to be so many Christmas parties that are going on.
Christmas is cancelled.
Yeah, I tweeted that about that as
Did
well.
you?
Yeah, today. I said, how long until someone uses that line in the diary room?
See, I've not looked at any tweets about BB19 because I'm too scared of getting spoilerised. So all ideas here are original. Gaz's are all stolen. So she's a weightlifter. She's got tattoos, entrepreneur, author, and 1 million fans on social media.
I thought there's normal people going Big Brother. Same problem the world over, is it?
And there was a couple of others, wasn't there, with YouTube thingies?
Yeah, I think so.
Things like that are fine. Oh, God, I feel like a broken record saying this shit. Things like that are fine, and putting Paul in and whatever. But then people have a pre-existing fan base, and then when you do the votes, it's not fair. At least I've got a fan base. Yeah. And then when you do the votes on things, it's not fair.
Oh, like a public vote?
Yeah, like for that, whatever the fuck
there
it was.
There is something happening
Safety
now.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
Paul's
that Survivor room.
I mean, it's probably already, people probably already know who listens to this. But Paul's obviously going to get it.
It's like Nedda winning that. What
exactly.
was it again? Pass to the... No.
Pass to get fucked over the second you're safe.
You're safe for like 2 minutes.
But do you know what I mean? I don't agree with that. I was quite happy to see all newbies in the house. People always moan about all the vets and the newbies and blah, blah, blah. And I like the mix. But it did feel quite fresh just having all new people. I suppose only having Paul is not that bad. But still.
The thing is, like, having 1 million followers on social media doesn't guarantee they're real people.
That's
true.
You've got to
pay for them.
That's true. And also... doesn't guarantee they're watching Big Brother either, as we know. So what did you think about Christmas, or what did you have about her?
I just wrote that she's a fitness loon. I didn't really have any strong opinions on her. However, do we talk now through the episode as well about what happened?
It's up to you.
Like, I would have expected them to take her, given the opportunity to take her out. Would you not have wanted to get her out?
Well, you got to go for the person wearing glasses, haven't you? Clever. Yeah, kind of.
I don't like her.
I don't mind her. Why don't you like her?
I don't strongly dislike her either. I just don't like her.
No. Okay. It's a bit early to be... Actually, no. You can still hate people this early.
I don't hate her. I just don't like her.
I think she's quite interesting. I like the fact
that doesn't mean I dislike her, but I don't like her.
Off the fence. I like the fact that she's like strong and she's got tattoos. She seems like a bit of a mixture of different things. So
what, Katie Price and who's a weightlifter?
Jodie Marsh. That's a good mashup, actually. I like that. So is that all we've got on Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up was Jason, 37, from Iowa.
And the rest. Hard living out there in Iowa.
Well, he is a rodeo clown.
What the fuck is a rodeo clown?
Well, I said this. Now, I work with an American girl, and she has watched BB USA in the past, and she says she reads People magazine, so she gets to hear about the gossip and stuff. Apparently, BB USA gets magazine coverage.
Got a magazine deal?
Yeah, magazine deal.
What do you mean? What sort of coverage?
Like, they talk about it and preempt it coming, and they plug it and cover the housemates and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I was like, yeah, we're briefly talking about it. She was like, oh yeah, it's that manga guy. It turns out she means Ramses.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, and what the fuck is a rodeo clown? And she was like, well, you know, it's like a rodeo guy, but funny. It's like a clown version. I was like, as if it was normal. I was like, what? What? So it's like cowboy, but in a clown version.
Is that like a kid's entertainment?
It's entertainment of some sort. Public entertainment. It's Iowa, isn't it? There's not much going on there, I think.
Well,
sorry to listeners in
Iowa. He's also an auctioneer and he has a son.
Yeah, he has got a son.
I don't like him.
It's an auctioneer of... It must be of cows, isn't it? When they do a cow auction. Out in the sticks.
This is what I love about doing BBUS, is you just sound like the most ignorant fuckers ever. Just like,
yeah, I hate it when I listen to people doing
our
Big Brother from abroad. They don't know what's going on.
I like it. I think it's fun.
But yeah, judging by what I saw, it looks like he's in a little box auction off the cows.
Okay. He seems quite annoying.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
He seems a bit over the top and just irritating. But yeah,
I have to say, I'm not usually fond of the cowboy stereotype in this version of Big Brother.
And there are a lot of the usual archetypes in these housemates, but there seemed like there was a few that were
some
a bit
that I really
different.
like.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll leave Jason there because he's boring.
Yep. Next
in is Alex. Her hobbies are crocheting, playing chess, eating, and preparing for the apocalypse. I like that.
She's also a video game freak, and she said that this is just the next level.
And she likes to stab people with a knife.
Yeah. When I play, I don't like to play with a gun. I play... What? I play with knife. I've got bad notes here. I play with a knife. Just stab, 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 and nobody sees it coming.
Wow.
I don't think that's a good thing to say on your VT, is it? Given that there was a knife controversy in BB19, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was, yeah. What do you think about her? I can't quite get
I've got a question for you.
Measure of her yet.
Because in these VTs, what I didn't like was they didn't tell us any of their ages.
No.
But I went back and researched all of their ages. Do you know how old she is?
No.
Would you get? Have you got a guess based on what you think?
25?
She's actually 28.
Okay.
But she is Asian. Look younger, don't they?
Yeah. That's not offensive. That's actually not offensive. That's a compliment.
I don't think... I think she's annoying.
Yeah.
At the moment, I think she's too much.
But I don't know.
I think try hard.
She might be okay. I'm not sure.
She's got some stamina. These small Asian girls are good at comps, aren't they?
Was she Asian? Didn't
she
even
is,
notice she was Asian.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, okay.
I think it's that one. I haven't got pictures. Yeah,
she's blonde though.
Yeah, but she's bleached, hasn't
she? Okay.
She looks like she could be Hispanic. So maybe she's Filipino or something.
She might be a mix like Ika Wong. Okay, I haven't really got a real handle on her yet.
No.
This is what I don't like about the VTs.
But she did win that competition. No, she didn't. Almost won that competition.
Oh, yeah. I don't like the way they cut back and forth, and it's like you see the person for a second, then you see another person. It's like, I want a full introduction to that one person.
They don't make an introduction package very well in this version, I don't think.
It's not good for note-taking.
Next housemate?
Yeah.
Kevin, 55, from Mission Hill, Boston. I say these places like I know what they are, and I don't. The music, I've put the music suggests that is a mafia hotbed. So he said that his family were like a bit of a big deal, and he talked about some names of like the people in his area, including Pineapple Jimmy, the Snowman, and the Cheese.
And you've forgotten the hobo.
The Cheese was his dad.
Yeah, and Smooth, another one was called.
Did he remind you of anything?
Yeah.
What was it?
Christopher Walken.
I don't know what that is. Is that an old housemate?
No, it's an actor. He's in True Romance. He's like a villain. He always plays a villain in films.
Someone said like he looks like a villain out of a superhero movie.
Yeah, he looks like Christopher Walken. Who does he remind you of?
That keep the change, you filthy animal, out of Home Alone. You know that. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Happy New Year.
Okay.
He looks like that.
He looks like a mixture of him and Christopher Walken. I like him. He's good.
Do you remember his occupation?
No.
He's a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
With 7 children, 6 of whom are daughters.
Oh yeah, and 1 boy.
Yeah.
I bet they just kept going to the boy.
Oh, might be, yeah.
And he's been married for 31 years. I like him. Do you like him?
I think he's going to be an interesting character to watch.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's going around acting all fatherly already, isn't he?
Yeah.
To them.
He seems like a bit like lost. Like there needs to be another old person to keep him company, but there isn't really, is there?
No, there's not actually.
There is quite a lot of people in their 30s though, compared to normal, which is good. Good news for us, Gaz. Yeah, normally everyone's like under 24. Normally everyone's like under 25.
Yeah, I thought it was a good like mix of ages and like people from different backgrounds as well. Much like the United Kingdom of Big Brother.
Yeah. But Kevin, it doesn't really suit the name Kevin for starters. Makes me think of Kevin Robert Martin. But he's just saying basically he hadn't ever watched it before, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and when those like old housemates walked in, he was like, "Who's that? What's her name?"
So how did he get cast? Because you can't tell me they scouted him out. Or did
they might have done.
Do you think? Where? What from?
Maybe he's been on something else. Does that happen?
Not really. Not as much. So, anyway, I thought he was an interesting piece of casting.
Who knows how they cast this version? I don't.
Well, they sometimes go to like bars and just get bartenders
wander around.
And stuff like that. Yeah. So next thing was Dominique.
Dominique the Dominator. She called herself.
She is a nuclear engineer. That's pretty impressive. And she's very, very religious. She said, "I love me some God."
Yeah, she's actually going in the house as part of a pair.
What?
She's actually going into the house as part of a pair.
Oh, what? Her and God?
Her and Jesus, yeah.
and she does motivational YouTube.
Oh, please.
Oh, God, that sounds awful.
I know. They're just videos about God, aren't they?
Oh. I don't like God botherers.
No. I really liked her at first. Then she started talking about Jesus. And I was like, oh.
I like her, but she's obviously smart because she's a nuclear engineer. She's black as well, for those who are not watching the programme, just in case you wanted to know. And I don't know, she's pretty.
And she opted, she is, and she opted to tell them that she's a motivational speaker when they did their introductions.
Yeah, not a nuclear engineer.
Keeping that one under her hat.
There's always someone lying about their job in BBUS. It's a staple. Okay, we'll I don't know about her yet. We'll see.
She was my favourite until the God Talk came out.
There you go. You're a heathen.
Next up was Mark. He's 26 from Buffalo, and he is a gym rat / personal trainer. I've written personal trailer.
Bet you like him.
What? Because he's ripped?
Because he's muscly, yeah. No?
We'll see. There's a few ripped people in there. He's not my favourite.
Oh, okay.
Based on first looks. Okay. His favourite colour is Tickle Me Pink. And
I had to rewind that. What is that?
It's not really a colour, is it?
No.
I think he's just trying to make out that he's in touch with his feminine side. Right. And he loves 50 Shades of Grey.
And he loves his grandma.
Yeah, he's an orphan. And played the I Love My Grandparents card in his VT, which is strong gameplay for audience purposes, isn't it? For
especially if she dies while he's in the house.
She makes a lovely pie, and he's looking for a showman.
I'm sure he can find one.
Well, he described one of the girls as his kryptonite.
Oh, careful.
Do you remember who it was?
No.
Eleanor.
Eleanor?
Yeah, the radio
yeah.
presenter.
Elena, I think it is.
Is it Elena?
I think so. Because when you said Eleanor, I thought, who the fuck is that? He said he spends from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. in the gym.
But he works there.
Oh, yeah. But still, that still sounds like a long time.
5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Well, he's probably got his workout before he starts work. And then he's there. When they're training people, they're not doing the workout.
Oh, okay. It still sounds a lot. He seems okay.
It seems nice enough. He got described as Johnny Bravo by someone.
Okay. He's all
He looks a bit like... he's got a bit of a Yogi Bear face somehow.
Right. Okay. It's too many muscles for my liking. I don't like that many muscles. I don't. So next thing was, I think it's
Elena.
You've confused me. Oh fuck. It's not Eleanor, definitely not. So it must be Elena. She is a radio personality. She has a hashtag on her wall because she's a millennial.
As all millennials do.
How old is she? She looks older than...
She is 26.
I liked her.
I liked her. She's my favourite one.
Yeah,
Do you know what? She reminds me of a Big Brother Australia kind of person.
Yeah. She's really pretty. I like her face. Something about it I like.
She's edgy.
Yeah.
She's pretty and edgy. Yeah.
Edgy how?
She's got her hair's like... Isn't her hair quite like... Isn't her hair bleached like something silvery?
No.
I can't remember now.
Are you talking about the right person?
No, I'm not thinking about Megan.
I just like the way she looked, and she was wearing like some glossy red lipstick at one point. I thought, right
up your street. She also said that she's 100% unfiltered, and there's a good chance that her mouth will get her in trouble.
Oh,
this is a radio presenter.
Yeah. But when she introduced herself, she just said, "I work for a radio station." She didn't say she was the presenter.
But in the VT, she was behind that mic.
Yeah, I know, but in the house, she didn't tell them she was the presenter.
Makes the tea or something.
Yeah, basically.
Did you see that when the bit where they were going off to the house, her mum told her to go and get a man, but she said she wanted to get the money?
I didn't notice that bit. Go and get a man. No, I like her. She's one of my favourites.
She's an early favourite of mine.
Yeah, I like her. Okay. Do you want to go next?
Okay, next up was Ramses.
Is it Ramesses? No.
I thought that.
That sounds mental.
Isn't Ramesses like a god of the sea or something?
It's spelled
Ramses.
Rames.
You just got to think of Ramsey from BB Can and put an S
I'd
in the
rather
end.
not think of him. It's pointless. Ramses.
Oh, what about have some respect for his dad? He's 21 from a place called Grand Rapids. Oh, that sounds exotic, doesn't it?
Nice.
He's gay, and he's a proud nerd, and he's a cosplayer.
Ugh.
Now, I said I love him in my notes here, but I swiftly went off of it.
Oh, did you? Why?
Found him a little bit too much.
You sound homophobic.
The irony.
Someone else said, I don't really mean that, but someone else said, obviously, but
flamboyant.
Someone else said the same thing, that he was too over the top, and I just thought homophobe.
But I mean, he was excited. I hope he calms down a little bit.
I liked him.
He said he's a super fan of Big Brother. And I've noted that he definitely watched BB Canada because he was stoked when he was doing interviews with Ica.
Oh, was he? Oh, that's cool.
And he was like having a go at Dimitri's and stuff off camera.
What?
Because she made them do a role play of like, okay, you need to plead to me now to use a power veto on you. And he was like, oh yeah, your showman's is like a waste of time or something like that. And Dimitri was sat in the corner off camera.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I want to watch those now. I've seen what's happened. And he said, "This is my sport about Big Brother."
Yeah. This is my sport. People watch football. I watch Big Brother. Exactly. Tell that to my fucking troll on Twitter.
We've been trying to tell people this, haven't we?
But, I mean, if you don't listen to our other podcasts, you won't know. But someone was trolling me for liking Big Brother when all this bad stuff was happening in the world. And his account was dedicated to football. My account is dedicated to Big Brother, so mind your own business.
Yeah.
So I like Ramses for that reason, for saying that. But I've seen today on Twitter that apparently... Yeah. He claims to be, in his VT, a Big Brother super fan, but it's come out on the live feed that he's actually only ever watched 3 seasons.
Of what, US? Or...
I suppose he's talking about US, and his brother has watched all the rest.
Oh. Okay, that's interesting. And he is he black?
Yeah.
Or is he mixed?
I think he's probably mixed race.
Yeah, and he's got glasses. I'm just explaining for our blind viewers.
He reminded me a little bit of Raph in that he's a super fan and he's gay. And
yeah, I guess so.
In his persona a little bit. Raph's a bit more reserved, but it made me think that I would like Raph to go to BB USA and him to come over here and swap for a week for a twist, but that would never happen.
That's not going to happen. So then the 4 of those went in, didn't they? We don't know
why. Yeah, they did go in. Yeah,
I've said about the diary room wallpaper saying all that shit on it.
Yeah.
What would your wallpaper be if you had wallpaper saying words that were associated with you on it?
Big Brother, loser, geek.
No, Disney.
Yeah, Buzz and Woody. What would you have? Repeated patterns. Lipstick.
Morrissey, cats.
Big Brother, obviously.
That's it. Done. Then Mark was eyeing up Christmas when they went in. He said something about her muscles and his muscles and something or other.
Break the bed, won't they?
So then we were introduced to the next batch of housemates. Yeah. Unless you've got anything else about them going in.
No, I've already said my weird things about the house. My observations about the house.
Yeah.
Next in was Cody. Up was Cody, 27.
He's going to be a problem. Yeah.
He is a former Marine and he works in construction sales, whatever the fuck that means. He sells bricks.
Selling tractors.
He was in the Air Force and he worked on nuclear weapons and was an intelligence analyst.
That's 2 nuclear people in the house.
Oh, yeah. Well, not anymore.
Interesting.
Spoiler alert.
What? I don't know, because...
I thought that... Is it Dominique?
Yeah.
I thought that Andrew was nuclear physicist, isn't he?
Oh, biochemist.
Oh,
yeah.
Close.
No.
Cody's a single dad to a 5-year-old daughter. So why is he going in Big Brother then? What's she going to do with herself?
Just sat there at home waiting. He was shooting things on his VT, which is always a bad sign.
Oh, yeah. Lunatic.
And he's got really, really veiny.
Did
you
like
see
that.
Oh, it's disgusting.
On his arms.
Oh,
yeah.
How can you like that?
That's arm goals.
Oh, it's absolutely disgusting. Ew, I just imagine his willy and what that would be like, all veiny. Ugh, gross.
No comment on that.
I hate it when you see people's veins on their head, in their arm. Their veins are just disgusting. Keep them...
Do you ever get freaked out by your own wrist?
No. Why?
I can see a lot of my veins through my wrist. Can you not?
No.
Oh yeah, mine more visible than yours.
I can see veins on the back of my hand though because I'm getting old. That's bad, isn't it? Look, old lady hands like Madonna. It's alright as long as my face don't get old. I'll just wear gloves. Yeah, Cody is going to be a programmer, and I'm a bit worried about.
program ruiner?
Yeah, because he's
not like that kind of character.
Yeah, because he's of course I don't like that kind of character. Well, actually, you got to have that kind of character, haven't you?
He's cold.
Yeah,
he's got no emotion. How can he let someone sit there and talk to him and not even like give any acknowledgement? And that woman was an interrogator.
Yeah,
she didn't get not a single drop out of him.
She must have been quite a crap interrogator.
Why do you think she's a dog walker now then? She's fucking shit. She should have tried scratching his belly instead.
You know when she said she was a dog walker, do you know what the first thing I thought of was?
What?
Pizza maker Jackie for some reason. It's just like the most inane job, isn't it? Yeah, Cody, I'm not sure about him. His neck is weird as well. He's just a weird guy. But I think it's good because I think he'll probably either just explode and punch someone or, I don't know, something's not right with him.
He reminds me a little bit of Andrew Tate.
Oh yeah.
But with less of the wind-up merchant side.
He's just like, he's so serious.
Yeah.
He's so serious.
He said about Josh later on, Josh who had a breakdown on day 2. He's OTT and he's going to lose his mind throughout the season. It'll be fun to watch.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he has got a bit of a sense of humour. Next up was Raven. She works in a dance studio and she's in an all-women's ghost hunting team called WIG. What did that stand for? I didn't write it down.
Women in ghost hunting.
Women investigating ghosts. That makes sense.
Like that.
And she has little buns on the side of her head.
Mr. Buns.
Do you like the buns or do you think that's going to get annoying?
She's not going to have them all the time, is she?
She has had them all the time throughout the whole time I've seen.
I think it's a strong move because you go in there with that look and when she takes her hair down and gets dressed up, we'll all be like, wow, who's this person? She looks like a different...
Like plain Jane when she took her glasses off.
Who's that?
In Neighbours. That's before your time. What do you think about her?
Well, I noticed that she's from a place called Devil's Bluff.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, that's interesting. They're going on about how she's like playing the Southern Belle card, aren't they? Like she's like a little nice girl next door kind of character.
She's quite cute. I think she might be annoying though.
She didn't have really much in her VT. It was very short. That's all that I've got about her.
Yeah, me too.
No, I don't know. We'll see.
The all-women's ghost hunting is quite interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
The buns I like. I think she looks
they're wasting their time hunting for ghosts, though. They're not going to find any, are they?
Wow. What about that little Grim Reaper that came across the... Hold on, the Grim Reaper's not a ghost.
No, no.
He just makes ghosts.
So next up was star of the second half of this episode, Josh, 23.
Seems to be infected with Big Brother brain.
He's from Miami and he's of Cuban heritage. He's a businessman and a husband.
I thought he said hustler.
And he says he hustles for everything in life.
Okay. Is he a husband? He looks too... No, he can't be because he said he was a mummy's boy. I think he said businessman and hustler. And then he said, I hustle for everything in life.
Oh, that might make sense. Because I've got questions about whether he's gay or not.
Because I thought he said husband at first, and then I rewound it, and I think he said hustler.
I'm maybe struggling with the accent.
Yeah.
He wants to give his parents the American dream, and then sobs during the VT. I think he was sobbing already.
Good start, fucking hell. And then he said he'll pretend they're all family until he needs to cut.
He did a good job of that, mind you. Probably that is the way he treats his family.
He's a mess. Anyway, we'll come on to that later. Next thing was Megan. Is it Megan?
Megan, they were calling her.
What?
Megan.
Oh, fuck, I ain't saying that.
Megan, innit?
Megan. She's a dog water.
Dog water.
And she is former Navy interrogator. I like her hair colour. It's like...
She's got good hair.
Pastel,
rainbow
turquoise
hair.
And lilac, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite nice, actually. But she did say a bit later on, I don't like females. I don't get on with females.
She said they're all whiny biatches.
Speak for yourself. I hate girls who say that. That's such a Big Brother cliche. Girls who say they don't get on with other girls. It's the worst.
I thought she likes girls.
Yeah, she seems to be getting on fine with them. What?
I also thought she was a lesbian. Yeah,
she does look like a lesbian. Yeah. I don't know what I mean by that, but there you go.
Do you know what her surname is?
No.
Louder, louder.
Is it Louder?
Yeah, Lowder.
That's
cool. I've heard that as a surname. It's cool.
What do you think about her? I'm not that keen.
I'm okay with her. I
like
don't
the
dislike
idea
her.
of her, but I don't think I like the actuality of it.
Right.
She's kind of like this. well, I don't know. I think you might watch that season if you watched one with the twins on Nokomis.
I don't remember anyone off of it.
I don't know if she was in that season. Anyway, there was a girl in there years ago called Nokomis, and they put her brother in there, and they were long lost brother and sister, and then they hated each other, and she voted him out, or he voted her out. I don't remember. Anyway, she kind of liked her a bit.
What I did like about her introduction was at the end when she drove off in the car, her dog was chasing her down the road.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's sad.
I was wondering who's going to walk it now, wasn't it?
Yeah. The dog. We've got Thingy's daughter left home alone. We've got Megan's dog. We've got Josh's mum.
And Thingy's grandma.
Go on, you do next one.
Next in is Cameron, 24, from Woodridge, Illinois, I want to say. Not sure. He's a microbiologist. Yeah, that's the one. But he's also physical. He rides a bike. He says he's athletic, nerdy, and social, and that's a triple threat.
Did he look athletic to you? Because when he was up on that swing, he looked flabby to me.
and he did like a strip show thing, and he got his like hairy butt out.
He did not look athletic. Because when he said that, I'm an athletic nerd, I thought, oh, that is good. That does sound good.
But he's not.
No. He never did get to meet the Dingbot, did he? I do think it's a bit of a shame that he went, though, because I think he would have been interesting in a way. Do you think, or not?
I am quite happy to see him go.
Are you?
Yeah, I didn't like... Actually, those three that were up on the block, I couldn't give a fuck if any of them went. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want Chris.
I'd rather have him gone now. I don't want him inconveniencing me throughout this season.
Inconveniencing you how?
I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to find him likeable or fun to watch, so I'd rather he's just gone.
What the fuck is that noise?
Trains, isn't it?
Jesus.
Or a circular saw or something.
Well, we'll say a bit more about him before he goes.
It is a circular saw.
Rest in peace. Jesus Christ, we're trying
we
to
had
do a
this
podcast
last time
here.
at my house. Someone drilling.
Fucking hell.
Low production value.
And you do next one?
Next thing was Jessica. Oh, she's so pretty. 26 from LA. She's a bikini babe. That's what I've called her, not herself.
Did she say she's a VIP cocktail waitress?
I thought she said she's a VIP house bitch.
Okay.
So she might have said cocktail waitress, but
I couldn't be bothered to rewind it, but I thought that was what she said, and that is a job title I've heard on BBUS before.
I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. I put she's vain.
Was she vain?
Yeah.
She's pretty.
Yeah, but she knows it, doesn't she? She loves it. She loves herself.
You'd know it if everyone drooled every time you walked into a room.
Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe they do. She also calls herself a super fan. She wears...
That's cool, though.
Well, she's a super fan.
It's cool that she's a super fan, but she don't look like a super fan, and people will just think, oh, she's a recruit, when she's not a recruit.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
She wears Louboutins, and she said that she used to watch her Big Brother with her dad, who has passed away, and that was their quality time they used to spend together.
He's looking down on you now from heaven.
I think she said she was taking him into the house with her as well, like a bit like Dominique and Jesus.
Which is more useful to take into the house?
Your
Jesus
dead dad or
Jesus?
Jesus?
Dead dad. They're probably hanging out together anyway, so it's fine. I don't mind her. I thought she seemed all right.
She is.
Why are you judging her? Just because she's good looking?
The standard pretty girl.
You're just judging her because she's good looking. She might be a nice person.
Judging her negatively because she's good looking.
because she's good looking. That's me.
Coming on my telly looking so nice.
Yeah, that's like being Megan going, oh, I don't like her because she's too good looking. You're just too good looking.
Or being Joe and saying you don't like Raph because he's too clever.
Yeah, I think give her a chance, I say.
Okay, give her a chance.
Next in is Matt. He is a renovation consultant. I can't even picture who this is. Oh, he's got grey hair.
He looks old. Well, I put looks old but hot, but he's actually not old.
How old was he? 30. He said he was 33. Is he 33?
He's 33. Apparently.
He doesn't even look old. He's just got grey hair.
Yeah, he said he started going grey at 2 years old.
Did he?
Yeah.
I like him, actually.
He said he loves his friends and he's loyal to a fault. I like him.
I like him.
He's my an early crush.
Yeah, but I'm a bit worried that he's with Cody now.
Is the muscle alliance?
Yeah, the bros
you
alliance.
Can't control that men's alliance. It just happens when you're not looking.
The new bomb squad. That's not what we need.
Okay.
Things Gaz doesn't know about.
I'll pick up these old alliance names as we go. Dominique Eleanor, or Elena, whatever the name is, and Raven all fancy him.
I fancy him a bit. He's not really my type, but he's quite nice.
Do you remember what Raven said about Matt?
No. Oh, Matt, Silver Fox.
Possibly, but she said Matt is finer than frog hair split 3 ways.
Oh, she said.
Yeah.
You texted me something about frog hair earlier, and I didn't know
Did you not pick it up?
No. I just thought,
I was quoting Big Brother.
I thought, what's he talking about?
Because you said I was cutting it fine coming over here, and I went frog hair.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
I wonder if frogs do have any hairs. Maybe on their tongues.
Ew, gross. Yeah, I don't mind him. I feel like we didn't find anything else out about him.
No, we didn't really.
Okay.
But I like him. I think he's likable. I think he's likable.
Don't bother telling us any more about them. He seems likable, yeah.
What was that? The end of that batch? There's one more.
No,
isn't there?
There's one more. Go on.
That Gillian woman, 24 from LA. She's in timeshare sales. She lives apparently with her entire family, rather new than me.
Oh yeah. And they went on holiday together, and then they realised...
They look fat in the photos when they're on holiday in Europe.
Why did it take the photos for them to realise?
What about the clothes that weren't fitting anymore?
Yeah.
And then they went for group weight loss surgery. What the fuck is that?
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Stephen Good and his family going to get their eyebrows done together.
On the next level.
Yeah,
like,
from BB19. What do you mean, what is weight loss surgery?
Does that mean...
You have like a
gastric band?
Yeah. Or like a stomach balloon or whatever you can have, can't you? So I used to work for a plastic surgeon. Yeah, you can have a thing in your stomach and they pump it up so you feel full up all the time.
Oh, God.
I know.
Sounds grim.
What about her? She seems boring.
She does seem boring.
I wanted her to go, not Cameron. It's annoying.
Yeah, I would have been happy if she went. But then I'm happy Cameron's gone too. But yeah, no, I've got...
Cameron might have been good, down the line. I know you don't want the
He might have been comedy value, maybe, possibly. Well. Trying to, flex his muscles in physical tasks, but not being able to complete them.
Hairy ass. That had to be blurred out. His hairy ass crap.
Did they blur it out?
Yeah.
They're such prudes in America, aren't they? She thinks she's a drama queen, apparently, this Gillian.
You're just making me nervous because your arm's in front of the speaker.
You're so precious.
I'm not just trying to give good production values.
Give good pod.
You know we get complaints about low production values. God knows why.
That's what they like it for. It's rustic. That's the end of that group of housemates, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what happened next? They went in
to put them in, and then Matt,
Raven, and Gillian and Cameron.
Matt said yes, sir, to Julie, which
I noticed that.
Yes, sir.
I was like, what is he on about? And then. Was it Cameron that was really celebrating that he was going in now? It's like, you are going to get in there eventually. Like, why are you so excited? Because it's now. Because it was the first of that batch. Is this the first batch or second batch?
Second batch.
I thought this was enough people, didn't you, at this point?
It felt like, I thought, this is a good group.
Yeah, me too.
Just leave it there.
Me too.
And then Kevin went to Cameron, you look like my nephew. And he's going, don't be nervous to him. And then Cameron got all shitty about it.
And the diary room went, he's making me nervous.
Yeah.
And I don't want people thinking that we've got some sort of secret twist and you actually are my uncle.
It's like, he's only trying to make conversation with you. Don't be a dick.
He's actually being quite nice.
Yeah, don't be a dick. And then Cody fancies Jessica.
Yeah, and Jessica said that he was cute too later on.
And Josh fancies Jessica as well.
Basically,
so
they
he
all
can't
fancy
be married.
Jessica.
He's not married. He's
or gay, apparently.
He's not a husband. I like the Appley room. I'm a bit tired of apples already now, though.
God,
every fucking thing is an apple.
Maybe instead of slop, they just put them on apples. Processed apples. Did you see that awkward moment where Jessica went to introduce herself to Megan and got ignored?
No.
She tried to hug her, but it was behind, and then kind of had to do a casual arrangement of the hair.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good moment.
And then the next one I got was Raven, Megan, and Alex were alliancing or trying to.
Oh, I got not Raven.
No?
Ramses.
Oh.
Ramses, Megan, and Alex. I've got.
I don't fucking know who people are.
They were saying they'd got a super fan vibe going on.
Okay.
And Ramses described them as the token Asian, rainbow hair, and gay. That's quite a long alliance name, isn't it? But later on, they decided to bring that Gillian into the fold of their group, didn't they?
Let her float
around by herself.
What was next?
Next, they were having a toast, and they were saying that they had champagne, giving them real champagne over there, not
posh.
any of that cheap prosecco from our big brother.
Alex said about Cameron, # he lives in his mum's basement. Hey, don't talk about Jason Roy like that. Raven said she was Arkansas-y.
Is that something to do with Arkansas?
Yeah. This is Cody said, Josh is so over the top. I'm more reserved. Oh, Josh isn't even the gay one. I've written homophobe, so maybe I'm...
Why is he acting like a massive queen then? Crying about his being away from his family.
Gaz is gay, just to point out.
He's acting like a complete woofter, I think.
Thanks, did you say woofter?
Say what I want.
No, you will not.
It's my people.
Not on this podcast. Okay, yeah. And then... what else?
Is this next where Julie came on?
Oh, no.
On the screen?
I've put Ellen... oh, fuck. You're fucking me up with that. Elena, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, Elena, I've said, looks hot. She's wearing like a leopard print top and she had little black hot pants on.
And a denim jacket, I think?
She looked really good.
That's what I mean. She's a bit edgy in her style.
Yeah, she looked really good, I thought.
She looks like an Aussie for some reason to me. She gives me Aussie vibes.
But she oh, it's a bit rich coming from me, but she wears too much makeup. Like, she cakes it on, and she's actually not pretty without it, but just prettier with a little bit less.
Oh, I'll look out for that.
A little bit masky. I know. Yeah, but I don't put, like, a base on like that. Like, I just wear bright lipstick or whatever.
Right.
So you're giving me side-eye.
No, I just didn't know. It didn't occur to me she might wear too much makeup.
You know when people just look like they're wearing a mask when they've got makeup on? It's like, like that.
Isabel from our big brother.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, yeah, then Julie talked to the house. Did you put what she said?
No, she came on and went... She told them it's a summer of temptation, and tonight you'll be tempted with money, safety, and power.
Yes.
So they went into that garden of temptation. It looked amazing.
It did look good.
I was like, they have put so much effort into that. And
that's what's good about BBUS. The competitions are really, really good.
Well, they could have done something more with the diary rooms. They'd have put a few stencils on the wall if they're going to do that for the tasks.
It's true. The tasks are the best on BBUS.
So, the premise of this task was... Now, the prize fund, Julie keeps telling us, is a $500,000. Why don't they just say $500,000?
They say things funny, don't they? It's like 2:15 and shit like that.
No, they don't say that.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
That's mad. So it's $500,000 is the prize fund, but this task was going to... If someone took this temptation, they're going to take $25,000 from the prize fund.
They don't normally do that shit on BBUS. Taking money out of the prize fund, taking a leaf out of BBUK's book there.
And there's a button involved as well. Always a button to get your prize fund stealing on the go.
I like those little shells they were in. It was fun, wasn't
and something like little nuts,
yeah.
Weren't it? Yeah. So basically, they're all hoiked up in the air inside these little nut shells, and there's a flower on the floor which looks like a lotus or something. And when it lights up, the first person to press their button and light up their bulb inside their little nut wins $25,000 off the prize fund. Mm-hmm. But that taker will remain anonymous.
That's good.
So there's no real jeopardy here.
No.
No one's going to know. You might as well just do it.
No, but something gets unleashed on the house.
But it would unleash the first twist of the season.
So let's just ruminate on this.
Yeah.
If no one had pressed that button,
nothing would have happened.
Paul wouldn't have come in, right?
He wouldn't have come in.
He just sent back home.
Yeah, he'd have gone home.
Yeah.
There'd have been no friendship bracelets. There'd have been no nominations or anyone on the block, and nobody would have gone home.
Okay, yeah, just checking. Honestly, they treat us like idiots.
The thing is, you know that out of a group of... How many people did they put in there? They've gone through them all
16.
already. 16
I feel
people.
Like we've not...
We missed out a batch.
I feel like we've missed them out, but we haven't.
That was quick. Out of a group of that many people, someone's going to fucking press it on.
Yeah, of course.
They know some of these people are poor.
So Kevin pressed first. Did you see the way they put the dots on the screen? Did you see that?
What dots?
They put dots on the screen for who pressed. They put
No.
Yeah. You don't pay attention.
Sure, they weren't just their light bulbs and inside the nut.
No.
He had a green bulb.
Yeah, they put...
Because he got it.
Yeah, but they showed you the ones who also pressed it.
I didn't notice that at all.
Yes, they did, because I rewound it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's a very subtle, labelling.
I know, it's
blink
literally
and you miss
a dot. His was green and the others were all red. So the other people who pressed it but didn't...
That's their light bulb inside the nut.
Yeah, but it was... You could see which ones had actually pressed it and which ones hadn't. Because the other ones didn't have any light on because they'd not pressed it.
Yeah, I know. Because they hadn't switched their light on.
Yeah.
And their button.
I'm saying you could see who... Stop arguing with me.
That's literally the core of this task. If the light bulb comes on, you win it, or you don't. And his is a green light bulb. It was a real thing. What are you going to say about my armpit?
I've seen if you shaving your armpits.
I might have trimmed that hair down today.
Jesus Christ.
There's still hair there, though. I'm not Lowton.
But still.
You want to see a big bush there, do you?
Yeah, because you're a man. It's all right, I'm not sleeping with you, it's fine.
Yeah, that was a little light bulb coming on.
Oh, whatever. Okay, I'm saying it was interesting that you could see who else had pushed it.
Oh, because theirs went red.
Yeah, but I didn't make a note of who it was because I thought that's too much.
No, and it happened real quick.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to know who did it, actually.
If you know who pushed it. Actually, I don't care. So there was 2 consequences unleashed, one personal and one for the entire house.
I forgot about that personal one.
So Kevin was not allowed to win the next HOH competition.
He had to throw it.
Shut the fuck up! Sorry, my neighbour's children out enjoying themselves. Yeah, I thought that was quite good that he had to throw it. I quite like that as a thing.
But it transpired that he didn't have to do anything in the end.
So did he get away with that then?
Yeah, he got away with it.
But did he actually do anything to throw it? Or no, his team just...
because his team ended that task early, which we'll come to.
Okay.
But that was easy money for him. But he did decide to try and take off his tie and unbutton his shirt.
What was that about?
So that he looked hot and bothered, and the heat was getting to him. Now, I noticed that literally everyone in that task was soaked through with sweat.
Really? Why?
It must have been boiling in there. I don't know.
Wow.
I presume they do that in a studio with a cover over it.
No, it's not in the studio. It's in the garden. They're just in LA and it's really hot there.
But that's not the real garden. They must have an arena.
That's the garden.
You said me they put all that shit out and then put it all away.
Yeah.
And then put it back out the next day for another task.
Gaz, who's been watching this fucking programme? That's the garden.
There's no way they do that.
They do, because they lock them inside for hours and hours and hours on end when it happens.
Have you seen all those flowers they put out there?
Gaz, I'm telling you, that's the garden.
I don't think it is.
Okay. Tweet me at light@VM or tweet Gaz, BB_Superfan. I've been watching this shit for the past 20 years or whatever. He comes in telling me I don't know. It's the garden. You'll see it every time. It's the garden.
I believe.
Arena. What arena? Arena where? An arena of what?
They have it in Big Brother Australia. Like, we got the house next door for tasks. That's what they do these days.
It's the normal garden.
This could be your new Jerry falling in the pool.
It's not. Shut up. Hey, John. It's not. They lock them in the house for hours and hours on end, and the housemates all complain that they can't go out while they do it. And it takes them hours and hours.
The second task that happened when they were on ropes looked just the same as this one, though.
Yeah. What do you mean just the same?
It was in the garden environment.
Yeah. In the garden, yeah. It is in the garden.
What's it called again? The Garden of Temptation.
Stop arguing. Yeah, go on.
One thing... No, actually, we'll come back to that. Yeah, he was making out like he'd look sweaty for some reason, but they were all sweaty anyway. Mm-hmm. So because he'd done that, this thing that was unleashed was that Paul came back in.
Hold on, wait.
What?
Before that happened, they were all getting suspicious of each other, wondering who'd pushed the button.
Not that suspicious, though, were they?
No, but really I thought, it might cause a bit of controversy, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. Oh, Jesus.
So in walks Paul, who is a hipster type looking guy with a nice beard. Apparently, he came second last year. Now, I've never seen him before.
You've really never seen him before?
People knew he was going back in. I've seen his picture flying around on Twitter, but I haven't been reading it. I've just been conscious of it.
So hold on. So not knowing him, what do you think of him? Shush.
I like his style.
Yeah.
I liked all of his rings on his hand. And I didn't really like how he seemed to... I think this is a problem with anyone that's a returning player. He kind of walked in like a bit of an attitude, like how great he was.
Yeah.
He seems okay. I do like him, but I think he's a bit too confident, and it's gonna not work out because he's too confident.
He was quite confident even in his own series. Everyone hated him in his own series for quite a long time.
The housemates, but he's apparently a fan favourite, so the public obviously liked him.
They didn't at first though. I liked him from day one. He was always my favourite. I was there back in the day. And then he said, he called someone a cunt, and everyone turned against him because of that. Even though the person he called a cunt was a cunt. And he should have won. Like, he was properly, like, robbed by that Nicole fucking bitch.
That Gary's different.
It was a bit of jury, basically.
Right.
Because they wanted to vote for a woman to win.
That winner looked insufferable. That woman that came in later, that winner.
Mate.
I've actually noted down here when she appears. I'm glad I didn't watch that season.
No. Mate, you don't know. But the thing with Paul is he's like Nicky Graham now. He knows all his own catchphrases. Do you know what I mean?
It's like about friendship, isn't it?
Pissed.
Bro, your bro or something?
Yeah,
or
your boy. It's like all his catchphrases, like, which were kind of natural last year. Now it's like just his, like, because he was always like friendship, and then he was like pissed, and then he's like, your boy's gonna do this, your boy's gonna do that, and now he's just saying them, and it's annoying when you know your own catchphrases. It's annoying.
When he was saying pissed about that tree, did he mean like annoyed or pissed as in drunk? Right,
annoyed.
Yeah. Because I was laughing when he said pissed at first. And I was like, no, he doesn't mean like our pissed. He means it's annoyed.
No, like, pissed.
Is he gay?
No.
He looks like he could be.
Yeah, no, he's not. And he said he's only 24. I'm like, God, he looks so much older than 24. He's actually a really, really nice guy. And he's actually really, really funny. But because on his series, he was like under the cosh the whole time. And he was always at risk of going out. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like, do you know what I mean? Whereas now, although it actually could be at risk of going out now, to be honest. But now it's like, he's too knowing, and the fact he's the only vet in there, and I don't know.
Why have they put? I think they do this a lot, don't they? But like, why are they obsessed with putting old people back into there? We wouldn't do that, would we?
We do that.
No, but like on night one, you wouldn't like have a surprise late entrant of the person that came second in the last series. That's never happened.
I think they just do it to annoy the fans because all Big Brother fans hate returning players. I don't mind sometimes. But
I noticed that the clips that I saw of him in the last season, he was with that Asian guy who was also a returning player.
Yeah, there was 4 returning players last year, but Paul was a newbie last year.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but Paul was one of the
But he got in
players.
with the old players?
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of took him under his wings, their wings sort of thing. Paul didn't know anything about the game, and he learnt the game really, really well, and he was really good. And I still think he'll be good. The thing I don't like about returning player being in there is he'll be like, "Oh, this is how it works," and blah blah blah, and all that. And I prefer them. I prefer them just to find it out themselves. And also, it stops that people like if they're talking about something, he'll be like, "Oh, don't talk about that because that'll be on the live feeds," and stops interesting conversations happening. Do you know what I mean? Like if they were being racist, for example, they would just hang themselves if it was just all newbies. But Paul instead would be like, "Oh God, no, you can't do it. I know you shouldn't be doing that anyway, but if they're that stupid, do you know what I mean?" Yeah. It just puts this extra element of like, ooh.
So when is the last time that BB USA did a season without putting returning players in?
That's a very good question. I think it was the year before. I think
it's just one of their things, and you just have to deal with it.
They do it a lot, but I felt like it was unnecessary. I love Paul. I thought he was brilliant, but
sometimes you've had enough. Like you like him for that season, and that's their season, and now you want this group of people to have their experience.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit like Raph talking about old Big Brother the whole time.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Cody seems to have an issue with his game, Paul's game from the past.
I don't know why.
Like he was going around mixing or something.
He wasn't though.
Okay.
He wasn't. Paul was actually really, really. Paul was friends with this guy Victor in there, and they were like that was what friendship was all about because they were like so tight. They had like a bromance, and they were so sweet, and they were just. Their relationship was so sweet, and Victor got evicted 3 times. He kept winning competitions to come back. Well, actually, yeah, he got evicted 3 times because he came back twice.
That's mad.
I know. Victor's the only person to come back 3 times. And then Paul kept losing. He was like, "Oh, Victor's gone again," and Victor would come back again.
That sounds quite fun.
It was. Victor was really nice, but Paul was better. But now Paul's probably going to ruin it. But it is a bit hard for Paul being the one and only returnee in there. He has got a massive target on his back, hasn't he? Unless we give him that secret power.
Yeah, which you probably will get.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hundo.
So the next thing was they realised that this Paul coming in meant that they had to lose one of the current housemates to the new batch, harsh. And it was the first ever Big Brother swap.
Yeah, that's a bit much, isn't it?
Did you have any first opinions of who you wanted it to be swapped, him to be swapped with, who you wanted that person to be that would leave?
Just one of the bros, really. Probably Cody or the or Cowboy.
I've got the Cowboy.
Yeah, Cowboy is
I want
annoying.
to lose that Cowboy.
Or one of the weaker girls, like the weight loss surgery.
Yeah.
Or Alex, maybe.
Because they're a bit interchangeable.
Nothingy, yeah. So far, they're nothingy. But yeah, I thought that's a bit hard on Paul as well. And then the friendship bracelet thing is another reason for people to hate Paul. It's like there's a lot of things stacked against him.
Yeah, he did even say that, like, what are you trying to do to me kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he got these 9 friendship bracelets, one of which was for him, and 8 of which had to be dished out to the people that he wanted to save. Mm-hmm. So they all now had to go and plead to him.
Yeah.
In that little room that has a wave type thing, sofa type.
Yeah.
What is that? What do you call that?
What do you mean a
wave?
A
lounge area that's shaped like a wave.
Like a chaise lounge, isn't it?
It's like a wedge made out of sofa material.
It's quite nice though. Yeah. So some of them did better than others at kissing Paul's ass, didn't they?
Someone gave him a cheese sandwich which was made out of 100% cheese.
Oh yeah.
It's like burger cheese with brie in the middle. I think that was who was
Eleanor.
That? Eleanor.
Oh fuck. Just saying, whatever way it'll come out in the wash.
Look, we still call Ralph sometimes, so it doesn't matter. Anything else you've got from that?
Yeah, Cody just sat there and didn't say anything.
Oh, really weird, wasn't it? And then he went, how old are you?
Yeah.
And he went 27 or something. He went, nice. And then he said, how old are you? 24. Yeah. And he said, nice. Nice. That sounds weird. That sounds like you're eyeing someone up, nice. And then, we could get it on. And
then Paul said it's like a romantic dinner gone wrong. And then because Paul's mugging to the camera the whole time, isn't he? Like when people
in between when people go out the door and then the door opens.
He's such a camera merchant. And then that Matt guy said to him, "I'd like to play both with you and against you," which was a kind of a stupid thing to say. Yeah, and then Paul was like, "Against me?" It's like, yeah, that is kind of a stupid thing to say. And Paul said the Cowboy guy has got a lot of energy, and Josh said, "I'm your biggest fan" to him. Josh.
Which one is Josh? Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
One of those. Megan was also going on about I'm your biggest fan as well. She was really saying oh my god, I loved you so much.
It's so cringe to say that to someone. You just pretend oh no.
I didn't watch it.
Everyone saw your season, mate. So then we had the people who he kept safe.
Do you want to go through those?
Not really, do you?
I'll just list them out. He gave them to Kevin. Mm-hmm. That's that cowboy, isn't it?
Yeah. No, that's Christopher Walken. The mob guy.
Oh, the mobster.
I was pleased that he made him safe. Because the old person often gets targeted in the first week, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah.
Why? You'd rather take out someone more threatening, wouldn't you?
Because they just think they're going to kill the vibe,
right.
Yeah.
Raven, Dominique, Mark, Jason, Jessica, Ramses, and Eleanor, which meant that Megan was really upset that she didn't get a bracelet from her idol.
Mm-hmm. Well, Josh said he trusts Paul enough to not give him a bracelet.
Paul. Oh, Josh. Who's Josh?
Josh is the freak one who was crying. He trusts him enough to not get a bracelet.
Yeah, I know that I'm going to be targeted. They're gunning for me.
God, he's mental. Do you like the fact that every time they show Christmas, they're doing a little sleigh bell?
No, it's going to get really annoying.
It's really annoying, isn't it?
So next we had the Cirque du Soleil task.
Oh, by the way, Cody said he never liked Paul, not even on his season. Everyone liked Paul, so that's ridiculous. Yeah, go on. Can you explain this task? Because I couldn't work out what was going on.
It was called Tempted by the Fruit. So they had to balance on a trapeze, or as Julie calls it, a trapeze. The last person standing on the trapeze would win safety. When you fall off, throw it.
This wasn't an HOH comp. This was a comp for safety, wasn't it?
Comp for safety, yeah. If you fall off or you throw it, you get to pick from these characters that are dressed like serpents. They look like they came off Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
An apple.
Outside contact.
But as they went along, Julie was going to give them some clues about where the good apples were located, because 4 of these apples were good and 4 of them were poisoned.
Yeah. The serpents looked quite good, didn't they?
Yeah, and they gave them sound effects like snake noises as well, didn't they?
They did look a bit Cirque du Soleil, actually. You're right.
Yeah, I've seen it. It was crap.
Yeah, same.
So basically, the clues were like, you're more likely to get safe from a red apple, a red snake than a yellow snake. So now you know that if you fall off next, you might as well take a red snake because, better chance to get a good apple.
Yeah.
So some people did chuck it as Julie said the clues. I think Josh was one of them, was he? That blonde girl fell off. I think that was Gillian. There was a point where Megan, and then what I should say, these trapezes, you're stood on a trapeze, it lifts you up, and you've got a rope to hang on to in the middle, so you're like a tripod, with your hands above your head and your feet on that bar. And it looked like it was built for Christmas, I thought, didn't you?
What do you mean?
That task, she's a CrossFit
sorry,
person.
I got confused that someone was called Christmas for a minute. That is confusing being called Christmas, isn't it? Imagine around Christmas time, she must be that must be so annoying.
And I wonder if people give her birthday cards that say Happy Christmas just to shit So, that blonde girl Gillian fell off. Then Megan, for some reason, started swinging around. What was that? Was she trying to, was that a tactic?
I don't know.
She was like a kid at the park. She was literally swinging really hard on that trapeze. And I thought, maybe that's her.
She was not looking good in her bikini, bless her.
Not really.
It's so mean the way Big Brother makes them do it in their underpants for no apparent reason.
It's forgot your PE kit.
Yeah, why couldn't they have just done that wearing their clothes? It's they fat shame people, don't you think?
Yeah, they should just give them some Under Armour.
Imagine on BB UK, people would be going mad if they had to wear their underpants to do that. Yeah,
we've never made people...
Forced people
apart from electric shock suits.
Yeah, they're quite unflattering.
Quite unflattering, yeah.
And Megan also said she doesn't want to go out like Jodie or Glenn.
They put in some clips of people that have failed competitions in the past.
Yeah, who went out on the first night because of competitions.
Did they?
Yeah,
okay.
Both those people left from competitions.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting editorial choice. We would never edit back to past years, would we?
But Jodie is like a legend for. She was only in the house 4 hours or something.
Okay.
So in the community, Jodie is everyone's like, oh, you did a Jodie or whatever. So she's quite well known. And then Glenn only went out recently.
It's a bit like Benazir in Big Brother UK,
yeah,
right?
going on the bus.
People will never forget.
That's one for Jason Roy.
Yeah, he was going on about. So it ended up in the end being Alex, the small Asian girl, versus Cody versus Matt. And that was after 42 minutes, and the rope went a little bit higher. Matt, he's the muscly guy, Johnny Bravo, he fell off after an hour. And Cody then started to try to play some mental tactics with Alex, saying, I'm going to keep you safe at the next opportunity. And she said, no offence, but I hope you eat shit.
Did she?
Yeah. Which I thought was really good.
Did she?
Yeah.
I missed that. That's good.
Which was a shame that she didn't win it, because I would have liked him to eat shit. And I thought, because of what the performance that we've seen Cindy with an S give on that rope, I thought that Alex might follow suit.
Right, yeah.
Had some sort of centre of gravity business on her side, but it didn't work out.
Sometimes those comps are better for girls, and the men struggle with ones like that
because they're heavy.
And did you notice Paul said, "That's the best looking snake I've ever seen"? Sorry, Nicole. That was about Nicole who came in later.
That girl.
That was her. Yeah, because she beat him. Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
No, it does.
And then they said they picked the apples, and some got the poisoned apples, and some didn't get the poisoned apples.
Christmas was poisoned. Yeah, Julie said poisoned apple for Christmas. I was like, can think of worse gift? No, I can't actually. Cameron was also poisoned.
And Gillian. This was quite good, I thought. They got to choose how their fate would be determined.
Yeah.
So the 3 people who were basically on the block who got the poisoned apples, it's very convoluted.
They made a funny decision though, didn't they?
Quite convoluted, this whole thing. But anyway, whatever. So
at the time, it was good to watch though.
Yeah, but it's quite. I just feel like it's quite complicated. I feel like it's overly complicated. But anyway, so they had to choose either they could do a competition to fight for their safety.
Yeah.
Or the housemates could vote to evict. And I thought on a vote to evict, Cameron would probably go. Did you?
No. Christmas.
Really?
Because she's like...
But she didn't know.
She didn't. But she's physically a threat. She seems to be quite smart. And...
You're forgetting about Cameron's athletic prowess.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Julie described them as blockmates. So yeah, Gillian decided that she would like a vote, and Cameron said he wanted a comp. He was really itching for a comp because maybe that's why his physical prowess. He thought he could take Christmas in a physical comp.
Bollocks.
Is he mad?
Bollocks.
And Christmas said vote, and I would never have thought Christmas would say vote.
I was surprised about that because she wanted to see how the votes fell, and 2 people voted for her, didn't they?
Did she really?
So that's what she said.
I think she was scared of failing on a physical competition.
Can
you imagine? She's supposed to be like an Olympian and whatever else. Yeah, she'd never live that down.
Yeah, you could be right. So then they had a really short amount of time to campaign to the house, didn't they? To save themselves.
Yeah.
Sound like me. And that was when Cameron did his little strip to stay and all that sort of stuff.
And then someone said that there's hairy bum, like, didn't help.
Didn't sway. And then they did the vote. But there was no real alliances yet, was there? So it was a bit tricky to know what way it was going to go. They didn't show us who was voting.
Yeah, they did it like at the end of Survivor, where they just like go up and they just cut it off, but they didn't tell you a single name. I found that a little bit annoying.
They did it at the end though.
Yeah, I know, but who cares? By then it's over.
Yeah, that's true. And then Cameron got evicted. Didn't even get a fucking interview.
Oh yeah, that didn't even occur to me.
Didn't even get to meet, let alone the Zingbot. Poor cunt didn't even get to meet Julie.
Yeah, who is it? Someone said, I don't want to meet Julie yet. Well, if you go out first, you don't have to.
Yeah. I thought, God, she could have at least said hello to him and asked him one thing.
She's
like
got home
Arissa.
by then, hasn't she?
I think we have lost out with Cameron a little bit. I know you don't think so, but...
I'm not bothered.
Well.
It's like Mark off Big Brother BB Can 5. We'll never know now. No point thinking about it, is there?
Mark. What about his eyebrows?
It took you a while. Oh, Mark, yeah.
I know, that took me so long. Okay, we're on to the next episode. Oh, hold on. The Den of Temptation was trailed.
Yeah, it was. So, we had a Den of Deception last week,
and we had a Tree of Temptation.
Oh my God, it's all blurring into one.
So the thing you can vote, you can vote.
Do you know what you can get out of the Den of Temptation?
What?
The Pendant of Protection. I see a running theme here in BB USA.
So you can only ever have one temptation, right? So don't vote for someone too early because it might be something shit. Temptation. Stop that. Shut up! Stop doing that. So the Pendant of Protection.
I'm gonna pod and sing.
Stop that. So the Pendant of
Protection.
Pendant of Protection protects you for 3 evictions.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, and then you know what happens.
Like fifth
You're
boot.
going home.
That power is going to wear off soon.
But
I'm coming for you.
It just annoys me because Paul's obviously going to get it.
That's boring.
Because Paul's got a pre-existing fan base.
He shouldn't be allowed.
Exactly.
He shouldn't be eligible for that vote, should he?
No, I just think it's bullshit. Oh my
Thing
God.
is, what?
Did you see that Candy Crush program they were advertising?
Fucking hell. Can you believe that Candy Crush has become a TV show?
No.
It's got Frankie Grande on it.
I know. I was just like, oh my God, am I tripping? What the fuck? I want to try and download that. I love Candy Crush. With Mario Lopez. He used to present X Factor America or something.
Which is now canned, isn't it?
Yeah.
I judge people that play Candy Crush.
Well, I'm on level like 2000 or something. So. What do you mean you judge us? Why do you judge my people? I think it's so
unimaginative. Like, oh, I'm on the train, I have to play Candy Crush now. No, you don't.
Why?
You could read some articles or something.
You fucking
with all the
snob.
stuff that's going on in the world.
Fucking snob telling
sound
me
like my Twitter troll.
Yeah, you sound like my Twitter troll as well, telling me what to do with my life. I'll play Candy Crush on the train if I want.
Listen to some of your favourite music. I suppose you could do it at the same time.
But Candy Crush, no one plays it anymore. I'm like the only person.
They
on the
do.
leaderboard.
You go on any train right now, you look around, everyone's playing Candy Crush.
But you know what? It's a really, really addictive. It's like an actual bad problem.
That's why I've never ever downloaded it, because I don't want to.
I actually look forward to playing it.
Work's nearly finished. I can play Candy Crush in a minute.
I used to dream about it, but I don't anymore.
Maybe you should apply to go on that show, but I think you've got to be a celebrity because this one is Survivor versus Big Brother people.
That looks fucking awful. I do want to watch it though.
They're like a tight wire. What's it called? High wire.
Yeah,
right? And it's a screen.
I'm going to download that and I'm going to live pod it alone because Gaz don't like Candy Crush. Okay, anyway, on with the show.
One thing before we go on to the next thing, the next episode, I noticed that the background music that they were using on this show was awful. It sounded like someone was playing a harp in the corner. Fucking
their
crap.
music can be dodgy. Sometimes their music is really good, but sometimes it's crap.
I'm just feel a bit hard done by because BB Can has got such a good soundtrack and it's consistent all the time. Like, why they got harp music in the background? It doesn't even go with the theme tune.
What was the harp music even to do with?
The Den of Temptation.
The Den of Iniquity.
And then Julie said that to find out more about this twist, you had to go to the website to get the dih-tales. the dih-tales.
That's how they say it.
They don't say details.
That's how Americans say details.
Not anywhere in America they don't say details.
Details, they say.
Dih-tales.
Your face. Honestly, that's how they say it. Honestly.
I can't believe that.
That's how they say it. It's mad, isn't it?
It's funny.
You lot are crazy. I can't get
Trapeze and dih-tales. They're my takeaway pronunciations from this one. Trapeze.
Herbal, I can't get down with. Anyway, we're like a broken old record. Episode 2. So the first thing that happened was Paul was really surprised that they voted out Cameron over Christmas.
Yeah.
He was like, they should have voted her out because she's a bigger threat.
Agreed.
Which you agree with. Then what have you got?
Josh has got major anxiety issues. He is crying over missing his mum. And it's day fucking 2 in the Big Brother house. Now, I'm not sure, but from what I know about Big Brother, I expect that it's going to run for about 3 months, is it? 2.5 months, 3 months? He can't cope on day 2, this man.
Why was he so wound up and upset? And paranoid.
He's messing with his head, the whole thing.
Big Brother brain.
Definitely. He's throwing a fucking strop about it as well.
And was this the thing he was upset with Megan about? Because in the competition he overheard her saying she wanted to get strong guys out.
Right. And he considers himself a strong guy. Yeah. That is it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a false sense of his own image.
But all guy. That, just because of that. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
He's mad. He is literally mad. I'm surprised that he passed the psych tests. This is quite a common thing in BBUS, like some loony character who's just like burns out really fast in
at the
emotional
start.
wreck.
Yeah, there's a guy called Devon he was proper good. So I'm hoping that Josh is going to be like this. Like,
what season was he in?
Like
Frankie Grande.
Yeah.
The buff guy.
Yeah, the big guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Was he one of them?
He was mental.
I would never have had him down as one of them.
He went absolutely insane. It was brilliant.
Was he confrontational and aggressive?
No, he was completely delusional.
He was ripped though. So.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but he was mental.
I thought it was weird that all of the strong men voted Gillian out. Matt voted her out.
Yes.
Mark voted her out. And Cody voted her out.
Do you know why that is? My theory.
Go on.
They wanted to keep Cameron around as like the brains to their brawn. Because they're all like brawny, aren't they?
Okay.
I think they wanted Cameron as like, the go-between or...
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Unless
they see what's missing out of their game in him and they may be able to...
Unless they're scared of a strong woman, which is another possibility.
But Gillian's not a strong woman.
No,
if you want to take out a strong woman, you take out Christmas.
I was thinking of Christmas. There's quite a lot of blonde girls in there. It's a little bit confusing.
Yeah, but you can't mix Christmas and Gillian.
No, true. And then we've got I've got Megan wants to create a group of 4. She said 4 is a good number.
That's why they brought in that Gillian into the fold.
Yeah. And she wanted to target Paul, Mark and Cody.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because she was worried about that alliance forming and you can't do anything about it.
Well, it's too late now. It's happened.
It is true that has happened with very little conversation, actually. They just gravitated to one another.
Yeah, douche recognises douche.
the bros. Alex, in the diary room, had Neda's cat ears on. Did you spot that?
No.
She's a cat lover.
Hey, Tally's in the room.
So the lip gloss bitches, as I'm calling them, which is Ramsey's group, they're aiming. Oh, that's okay. You said that they're aiming for Mark, Paul, and Cody.
Yeah.
Megan does seem to be coming out as a leader of that group, doesn't she?
Then I've got Josh crying, saying he's a mummy's boy, and Christmas was comforting him. And Christmas said, "This is aggressive social chess that messes with your emotions." That's good, isn't it? Aggressive social chess.
That sounds like a warning off of our big brother.
And then Josh was saying that he doesn't trust Megan. Josh has built something up in his head about Megan that's just like... And then Megan's just like, what did I even do?
Exactly.
Like that,
and at this point, nobody even knows that Megan was a former prison worker and interrogator. They just think she's a dog walker. So what is his problem?
It's like there was this guy, Donnie, in one year. I think he was in Frankie Grande's year. And they all decided that he was like ex-military. And they were like, all thought he was like... this, that and the other, and he was he was a groundskeeper. But he couldn't convince them otherwise. They were like,
that's really annoying.
Like, we know you're military. They were saying something about like he didn't have hair on the bottom of his legs, and they were like, it was from wearing like military boots or something. Honestly,
the conspiracy theories people come up with is crazy.
People do go because on BBUS there really isn't any outside contact.
Yeah,
on
and Judy was saying that. She said it like 2 or 3 times at the start of this first show, and I was like, what, really? Like, actually, really, nobody goes out for a photo shoot.
Yeah,
or
and even
like
the Canada amount of outside contact, they don't have that on BBUS. So
do they get a message from home in the HOH room every week?
Yeah, they get a letter, and I bet they've not upgraded to videos because they won't want to copy Big Brother Canada, I think. Yeah, but they do occasionally go out for awards, like they went to Ariana Grande's gig once.
Well, we know what trouble that can get you in.
Careful. Yeah, then...
Was that when Frankie Grande's year by any chance?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Of course. So then the doorbell rang. Ding dong, not another person. I was just saying no outside contact.
Yeah, I thought this. I was like, hang on a minute. She's been going on about being cut off from the outside world. Yeah. And some other fucker walks in.
Now, Nicole came into Wub Wubs, which is... She don't deserve Wub. She is the most annoying fucking person. She looks like it. She spent her whole series. This is the second time she'd been in as well. No. She come back because she was a fan favourite.
Oh, God.
She spent her whole last series, in bed with a guy who didn't really fancy her, was probably gay. And she was like, oh my God.
Which one? Her or that guy?
She does.
She's got a little turned up nose.
She is so annoying. She's awful. I don't know how she won. She shouldn't have won. And on Twitter, everyone hates her. So, there you go.
So why do they think she's a fan favourite?
Because in her year, she was up against it.
So she was okay first time around, went back in and became... Okay, exactly. Never go back into Big Brother.
Never go back. It's
not if you want the public to still like you.
So then...
We had the HOH competition, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I like the fact that Kevin just didn't bother getting up when Nicole came in. It was good.
I didn't know who she was or what her name was.
And then Paul was like, oh, I've got PTSD with Nicole coming back in the house, which I liked. Because they were like
rivals.
They were enemies, yeah.
So she was here to host the HOH competition.
Yeah, can you explain the rules of this one? The competitions on Big Brother US is so complicated. If you're not proper on the ball, it's like, what? Us doing what? When? It's so complicated. This was ridiculous.
So it was called Hangs in the Balance. Mm-hmm. And they went back to Pandora, a.k.a. You know what Pandora is? Where Avatar is set.
I know what Pandora's box is.
The jungle place where Avatar is set. It looked like that.
Okay.
There was a team game. So it was split into teams of 4, I think.
Mixed teams, wasn't it? Random draw.
I don't think they told us how they picked them.
I think they did say it was random.
And
teams picked at random, I think.
The task was to retrieve 8 rotten apples that were the other side of like a river. Above the river there was like loads of ropes hanging down that were like vines. I thought that was real water, but it actually wasn't.
Okay.
So you got to swing across like a monkey, grab an apple, bring it back and put it on like a little place like where you put bowling balls on the side, and then but before you put it down, ding a bell, and then the next person can go.
Ding 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 ding.
Now, in amongst these apples is one golden apple.
Was there one for each team or just one full stop?
Only one, I think.
Okay.
I think was what I understood.
Yeah.
If you take that, it will save you, but it will eliminate your entire team from the competition. Is this an HOH competition?
Yeah.
So how won the team? When the team has won, what happens? Oh, there's that other challenge. The next bit. So Kevin had because he'd stolen that money, he had to throw this HOH. But it turned out that Josh, the big baby, is a total mess. He thinks that nobody cares about him and is going on about being targeted. So he took that gold apple right away. So Kevin didn't need to do anything. He must have thought, well, happy days.
But when the team were going to Josh, why did you do that? He went, you know why?
Yeah.
He's like, you know everyone's gunning for me. It's like, what are you talking about, you loony? It's like,
that would make me scared.
I know. It's like, you know why?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Like, what is he going to do to you in the middle of the night?
It's like, fucking hell. Inside his head must be like a serious mess.
So Mark broke his finger or something, didn't he? And they put in a horrible sound effect.
Said it exploded.
Did he?
Ouch.
Did he say broke in half or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ouch.
Did you notice that our Big Brother village has got the same flowers as that garden?
No.
Those ones that hang down off of the balcony.
No.
They're the same as in that jungle thing.
Job lot at the Big Brother conference,
Probably.
obviously. Cody was really angry about Josh getting the golden apple, even though Josh wasn't even on his team. I think Cody's just looking to get angry about something in general. He wants his little neck vein to pop out.
Megan McKenna.
and then after the comp, Josh said, I just want to make one thing clear. I'm an intelligent guy, a smart guy, and I've got a brain. That's 3 ways of saying the exact same thing. He said,
which he's not.
No, none of which
if
are
he's got
true.
any sense, he would not be acting like this.
And then to Megan, he said, you're a snake and a bully. I like the fact that people are being called snakes already in the Big Brother house.
It's been put in their mind with the imagery around the house, that's why.
And they're all basically standing around like, what the fuck? And then he goes, I'm about to rip someone's head off. I need some air.
He wants to get out.
Rip someone's head off. It's like, okay.
He was like Nikki Graham levels of mad when she gets mad about a task and she can't do it. I put, he's out of control. Pissy little bitch. He's gay, right?
Is he gay though? Stop being a gayist on my
He's acting
podcast.
like he is. Man up.
What's that? Hold on. Don't say 2 offensive things. Take that back.
No.
Why?
He's acting like a pissy little bitch.
Well, that's not restricted to gay people.
No, it's not. I'll call anyone that's acting that way a pissy little bitch.
Okay. Even saying a little bitch, that's sexist.
I don't care. You don't ever call anyone a little bitch?
Yeah. She's a little bitch. All right.
You filthy beggars, you.
Okay, what happened next? Second round. Oh god.
Oh, fuck's sake!
So
yeah, I've actually written for fuck's sake. Now they have to balance apples on a tree.
Yeah, why? No one knows. Only one person from the team can play, and then whoever is that person gets to be HOH.
Yeah, do you remember Paul doing a breakdown of his team? Can't remember what it was, but he was saying the condition everyone else was in, he was the only one that could hold it together.
And it was right. One person had exploded finger.
Yeah, one person was having a breakdown.
Yeah.
No, that was Josh. I don't know. Everyone was having problems, and he had to take hold of this task.
And unfortunately, Cody won.
Yeah, because he balanced these apples on this wobbly tree. But it wasn't only the branches, but the tree itself.
And the apples are way different things.
Yeah, it's like Crystal Maze, isn't it?
I was annoyed that Cody won, though. Were you?
I wouldn't say annoyed. Paul's more likeable.
But I knew Cody was going to go after someone who I liked, probably, most likely.
Have they nominated? I can't remember.
Yeah, they have.
I've forgotten who they are, so short memory, innit?
I know. So Cody said, it's time to draw a line in the sand. And I thought he seems like a prime candidate to get HOH-itis, don't you think?
What, he's going to go mad with the power?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's already come in with that mindset, I know, and now it's just going to be enhanced.
Now it's going to be even worse.
Yeah, it's true.
Sorry if you can hear stuff in the background. It's the selfish little cunt kids who live next door.
It's okay to call the children next door cunts, but not call Josh a pissy little bitch.
Correct.
The standards are crazy.
Have you not read the brand guidelines and put it on blast? I'll email them to you after the show. Okay, what happened next? Paul said that Cody told him he was safe earlier on in the day, so Paul wasn't going to bother to talk to him about it
because
again.
they'd had a gentleman's handshake.
Yeah.
It sounded a bit pervy.
Yeah, that's how it works in the Big Brother house, isn't it?
He is Paul has got a very false sense of security around Cody.
Yeah.
Because in the diary room, Cody says the opposite about Paul.
Paul has always had a false sense of security around
about everything.
Everyone plotting against him. He's just like, yeah, I'll be fine. Your boy will be fine. And then Josh called Megan out in the kitchen.
Yeah, publicly. I'm going to call you up publicly. He said, I genuinely think you're a nice girl and you know better. He's like, I know what you're doing.
What?
She's not doing anything.
He said, stop with the sly remarks. It was that time in the competition.
It wasn't even about him.
That was what it was, though.
He is like Kevin Robert Martin going, oh, I'm a big guy. You know,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He's got a much bigger, inflated vision of himself than the reality.
And Josh said, I've got common sense. No, you haven't. And he said, be a human being. What does that mean?
I've got no idea. He thinks that Megan is some cold-hearted bitch has got no compassion. I don't know.
Another person that Josh is being like is Josiah. This was another guy who went out first week. He was going around to people going, I'm the Messiah. He was going, I'm the Messiah of the newbies.
No wonder he was out first.
Yeah, and then he got evicted first week.
Arsehole.
It's good.
I think what he was saying was, he was making out like Megan, whatever her name is, had like...
Stop saying that. Just say Megan.
Megan had got like a vendetta against him, and like obviously that thing she'd vocalised.
Yeah.
And he has obviously been suffering and cried like the day before, and he felt like maybe she was targeting him at a time when he was down, just kicking him when he was down. Did you say that to her?
Maybe.
I think that's what he felt like. She was just taking a chance to pick on him because he was emotional or something.
But she never said anything bad about him ever. Well, that we've seen. Yeah, and then Josh said to Kevin, I had a gut feeling that everyone was after me, basically.
Yeah.
But no one was after him until he started acting like a complete lunatic.
He said in the diary room, I had to blow her up. That was the only way I was going to stay in this house.
Yeah, that's the exact opposite.
You got a fucking golden apple before that, for a start.
Yeah.
And then he blew her up in the kitchen.
And then in the diary room, Kevin said, I'm never going to shout at my kids again. I'm not sure why he said that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. And then Josh...
He's on a journey already.
Yeah, so early. And then Josh said, oh yeah, I'm just going to lay low from now on. Yeah, and I'm sure everyone will have forgotten all about you acting like a complete nutcase.
Oh, yeah, because Kevin kind of talked him down, right? Is this that bit where he told him?
Yeah.
He's kind of said, like, you can't speak to women like that.
Yeah.
And tell that to Lowton.
Well, you can tell your daughter. Then Paul decided to have a bit of fun. He decided to ride Jason as if he was a bucking bronco.
Oh, yeah.
And literally, it was quite funny the way they panned round to everyone laughing.
But Cody looked like he was at a funeral.
Furious. He looked like he was like, has he been in combat? Because he was like doing a 1,000-yard stare. I'm worried that he's got a few issues.
No, he has.
Yeah.
He's been to war.
I think he's...
Oh, shit, he's war-torn.
Yeah.
Like Megan McKenna's boobs.
Megan McKenna's boobs.
Not Megan McKenna. Marnie Simpson's boobs.
Random reference to you there for our US listeners. And Cody said, oh, I'm not buying his like nice guy act. He said, I see right through him. I thought, oh, no wonder you see right through him, because you're doing that 1,000-yard stairs. Frightening.
You can see through the studio, across fucking, where is it filmed? Miami or something. And
then a bro alliance was formed with Cody, Matt and Mark. But I think Mark is less... Actually, I'm not sure Matt or Mark really like Cody. It's just because he's HOH. They got a...
Yeah, because is it Mark that has a bit of a problem with Cody targeting Paul?
Yeah, because he said he liked him and he gave him a friendship bracelet.
Yeah. Once you've given that friendship bracelet.
Friendship never ends. Just ask the Spice Girls.
Bloody hell.
What?
That is like a niche Spice Girls reference.
No, it's not. That's a famous Spice Girls song.
The one where they came back and they released it for charity.
Oh, no.
It's that one?
No, I was thinking of If You Want to Be My Lover.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't that niche. That's like one of the most famous songs of all time.
The last single they ever did, where they're older, is also it has a line that goes, "Just remember that friendship never ends."
That sounds awful.
It was a crap song.
But also, don't half of them not speak to each other anymore. Just saying. So then Josh was in the kitchen and Megan was washing up and he was like, oh, do you mind if I just get that cup?
Oh, yeah.
And then she was like, no. And then he was like, oh, sorry about being an absolute lunatic. He said, it's my first time living away from home. I'm not sure
How old is that
Big
man
Brother
again?
house is the way to do it.
No.
So he's definitely not married. We've worked out that much, haven't we, from processes of elimination.
I think that maybe he's got learning difficulties.
Oh my God, you can't say that.
Can't I?
I don't know.
Maybe. I think maybe he has.
Okay. What sort?
Well, I'm not very good on them, but like, what is it? Look, where you can't read people's emotions?
Oh, like autistic.
Maybe he's a little bit autistic. Maybe that's why he felt so targeted.
Yeah.
And that's why he's never left home, because his family shelter him.
Well,
and then they've let him go off to Big Brother. It's a bit irresponsible.
You just created that whole fantasy. None of that may be true. And then he said to Megan, "Oh, I'm sorry, I overreacted." What was he even overreacting to? We don't know.
Well, she said, "I forgive you, but I won't forget."
Oh yeah,
that was good.
That's quite dangerous to say that, I think.
Why should she take his shit? I think that's good of her.
I agree. Oh yeah, so then Megan was up crawling to Cody, or like when they had to go up and campaign.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, you know, the standard, I'll vote with you or for whoever your target is."
And he said in the diary room, like, "Don't come at me with these Big Brother cliches," kind of thing.
It's like, what else
are you going to do?
Yeah. And he said, "Oh, the two things I don't appreciate are begging and selfishness." It's like, well, you've got to fight for your own life in the house.
You have to do one of those things in that house, don't you?
Keep looking out for Cody, either begging or being selfish in the future. Watch this space.
Well, selfish, I think, is a given.
Yeah. And then Cody was talking about compiling his core team. He said he's got the core team, then he's got the babes, objectifying,
and the outsiders.
Yeah, and then versus the outsiders. And he said something about unit cohesion.
Well, that's very military, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like these military people. They're fucking shit.
I don't think you're allowed to say that about American people.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not in America.
They love their military.
We hate our military.
God. People might not like me saying this, but
I don't care.
I've got no respect for people that are in the military.
No,
because you're willing to go and kill people,
or yourself. So if you go, it's a job you sign up for. Any job you do is like your choice. It's not like your national, whatever it's called, national service. Yeah. So it's a job you sign up for. So if you want to go do that, fine. But it's none of my business, and I'm not into it, and I'm a pacifist. So
exactly.
Yeah, it's different.
I just don't understand that, like, the hero worship that you get. Like, they're called heroes, but like, whoever you've killed, no matter who they are, where they're from, they have got a family as well, and you're willing to destroy that. And I don't understand
they're a different colour, so we don't care. It's true. That's the attitude, isn't it? There's a really good Desaparecidos song called "Happiest Place on Earth," which sums up my feelings about the military. So go and listen to that.
Send me the link.
It says something like, "I'm not brave or proud of nothing. I just want to kill something." Ooh. And that's how I feel about it. But yeah, you're right. Americans are mad about the military. So whatever. But it's different over here. It's just like, you get pissed off when we say cunt. Saying cunt over here is nothing. So there you go. You've got to accept our cultural differences, and we shall accept yours.
Yeah. For more details, visit our website.
The devil's in the details. Then what happened?
We had some nominations.
But hold on, have the babes actually agreed to join Cody's group?
No.
They haven't, have they?
He's just like claimed them.
Like, I fancy that one. You can be in my alliance. That's not how an alliance should work. Or should it? Maybe it should. He said the babes are the second core. Okay. So, that was when Cody was saying to Matt that they want to turn against Paul and backdoor him, and then Matt was like, "Nah, I'm not too sure, but I'm just going to go along with it like a sheep." That's what I hate about Big Brother USA. They're such sheep. Like, it's like, vote with the house and all this crap. It's annoying.
Would you say it's less like that in BB Can?
Yeah, you have a split vote quite often in BB Can. Very rarely you have a split vote in BB US.
Okay, it's going to be interesting to observe how they're different.
Yeah, they are different. So the nominations, do you remember them now?
Yeah, so he came out with this like box thing and it had 2 keys in the top.
God.
Is this always like that?
Show some respect.
Can't they think of some new ideas?
These are new ideas. It used to be the big spinning table thing. Yeah.
So why have they still got a big round table then if they haven't got that?
I know, it's annoying. I miss it. Like, you are safe. Yeah. It's better. It's built up the tension more. Now it's just these. I wasn't even looking up, and they said I nominate, and they turn the key, and it just comes. They don't even say the fucking name. I had to go back. I was like, who was it? It's like, at least say the name.
Didn't they? I thought they did. I think he did.
No, he didn't.
He said it was Gillian that he revealed first, and then Megan.
He didn't say the name. Just the picture comes up. I'm telling you, believe me. Go on. What did you think about that? Those. Well, what do you think?
What, the process?
Both.
The visual look of it. I miss the Odyssey.
Oh,
I missed its sound effects. Like,
listening.
Yeah. Thank you, Odyssey. Yeah, I don't like the look of it, but I hate those keys. That's why I'm never going to like those keys.
You're so keyist.
But that every week it's going to be the same. Do you think he has put a key with the name on in that box, or he just has to turn a key just for the show of it?
Well, it used to be. They used to have a little baggie that they put the keys in, and they used to go and get the keys out of a little baggie and then put them all in the little round thing. And it used to be a whole palaver. And they still use the round thing at the end, don't they? When they reveal the winner, they put the keys in. Like even on Big Brother Canada, they do that, don't they? They will go up and turn the key, don't they? Yeah, they all.
Or they got key cards.
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
why Topaz fucked it up. She got the wrong one.
So there is a key sort of theme that's ongoing. I don't mind it. I just miss the old ways, but you probably complain about those too.
Probably would. This is probably less painful, to be fair. Just turn it, put it on a screen, get it done. He said about Megan, he nominated her because I just don't like you that much.
That's rude, isn't it?
And this is the reason he's allowed to say out in front of everyone.
Yeah, it's a bit mean, isn't it?
It's also very short. Like, you wouldn't be allowed to say that as a reason in our Big Brother.
No, that's true, yeah.
We want more and more
full and
more.
frank reasons, please.
Exactly, this is not full and frank. And Gillian...
Because you're associated with Megan.
Yeah.
Guilt by association.
I would be mad if I was Gillian.
It is bad, isn't it?
I think it's just because they look alike.
Yeah, and also Cody's like, oh, I'm a big player, blah 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 blah. And he just puts up two sort of wishy-washy girls. I just thought,
yeah, that's true. He was talking a big game. Like, I'm not afraid to spill the first blood. What, of some little girl?
He goes, I've showed everyone how I operate as HOH. Pretty lacklustre by the looks of things. So that was it.
Yeah, it ended with Paul. Like Cody revealing that he doesn't like Paul the way Paul thinks that he does.
He's hoping to backdoor Paul. I would be very, very surprised if the producers let Paul get backdoored first week. Let's put it that way. What?
It's a public vote for him to get the pendant of... Yeah. Pendant of what? Protection.
Production riggery.
Pendant of production.
Yeah.
That's the title, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shit. You're right. He will get that, and he will stay for 3 weeks. Yeah. But, if no one had pressed that button, he wouldn't even be there. And, good point. He would have just packed his bag, gone back home to his T-shirt shop that he runs. But I think the same fate could befall Paul as Nedda, in that if he is safe for 3 weeks, people get quite pissed off, and then as soon as his time is out... I suppose it depends what he does with it. Like, Nedda made a mistake by playing really hard when she should have laid low and just got through that period.
And actually, Paul's social game is actually really, really good, and he does make people feel very comfortable. So hopefully he would learn from that and just keep his mouth shut and be cool.
Apart from Cody, no one really seemed to display any negative feelings towards Paul. Everyone seemed to quite like him. Yeah. So it probably is quite safe. Yeah. Apart from the fact he's a vet, and that gives people suspicion.
But it would seem less threatening, I think, just having one vet in the house compared to however many there normally is.
Because they go off in group. Yeah.
So you do kind of think, we can deal with him later, and then it just goes on and on. And blah, blah,
before
blah,
you
blah.
know it,
it's
behind you with a key.
So what did you think overall? Were you pleasantly surprised?
Yeah, I was. Overall, I liked it. I liked the convoluted twists, actually, in this first episode. I thought it was quite fun. I just wish that it sounded better and looked better.
What do you mean sounded better? The sound effects?
Yeah, had better sound effects, had better soundtrack, had better branding.
The soundtrack is good, when they after
I don't even play the theme tune anymore.
No, but after they do the nominations and then they do that music, it's quite tense, I think. You don't like it?
After they've done the nominations?
Yeah, they play this music.
I miss that, like
when it kind of goes black on white and they all just walk off, they put music over the top of that. I can't think how it goes down.
I miss the BB can one though. It's like ding 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 ding. It feels like light. It's like lifted.
Stop going on about BB can all the time.
But that's going to be my comparison for this series.
I like BBUS the best. BB can is just like Poundland BBUS.
I think that I am going to end up. I already feel this way about it, but I feel like Canada has refined the format of BB USA and made it much better and is superior on all levels. I feel from the way I'm seeing it right now, in terms of like presenter, visual identity, audio identity. Everything is just like the next level. So it feels to me really sad that we might lose Big Brother Canada this year.
Well, hopefully we won't. You never know. That might be sorted. I think you're right in a way. I think BBUS kind of rests on its laurels a little bit.
It's very lazy.
I do agree with that. Actually. And like the returning players is lazy and blah, 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 and all the twists and just the general sort of fixing of things and the sort of riggery. It does feel like, and you're right, the house isn't as nice and stuff like that. It doesn't feel as fresh. Julie Chen, she has improved from how she used to be, but still.
Do you think she is a fan of the show?
No.
Really?
I know for a fact that she only presents it because her husband is CEO of whatever, CBS or whatever, and I know she doesn't watch it. She just gets like a crib sheet each day with what's happened overnight.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
That is so sad.
So no, she doesn't. It's just her baby it's just her hobby in a way.
Yeah, she's been there from the start over 19 years. That's impressive.
I mean, she's not very good, but it would be weird without her now in a way.
She's part of the furniture.
Yeah. She... Don't mention the brick. There is less product placement in BBUS as well, which is good.
Oh, that's a shame, because I quite like mocking that element of these shows.
They do watch the odd film or something.
They've got a lot of Diet Coke hanging around on the sides. John McCrew would be happy.
Sweet. Yeah, I feel like it's too early yet to make any big assumptions about people or about what's going to happen.
Well, my biggest surprise, I think, was that I actually liked quite a lot of the house guests.
Yeah.
Like, they actually seem like people that I won't mind watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas normally I find that when I watch BBUS, like, because I've watched a few launch shows, I don't see anyone really to like or warm to or relate to.
Yeah, but as they were going in, I had a good feeling.
But I would have totally been fine if it was just the first half.
What do you mean?
The first half of the show, like that batch of housemates, that 8 of them. When they put another 8 in, I was like, God, that's a lot of people. And now,
Paul.
And then Paul went in as well, so that was like 17 people.
Is a lot.
But at least one of them went home.
Yeah, it's a lot to get used to. I do feel a bit sorry for Cameron. Oh well, these things happen. I'm sure he'll be on Twitter bigging it up for the rest of the season, won't he?
Oh, by the way, I know you said there was no interview. He did do a sort of like Facebook Live equivalent.
Oh, did he?
It was on
with Julie
on the.
Okay.
I saw the thumbnail on the CBS website. But
at least he got to meet Julie then.
I don't know where we'll find that though, because we can't get on CBS.
We need to be careful. We can with proxy. We need to be careful.
It's not. Mine's too crap because it's free.
Oh.
It knows mine. Can't get around CBS.
Oh, there's nothing worth looking at on there anyway. I could tell you another way to do it. But are you going to do what I do and just avoid spoilers, or are you going to delve into spoilers and stuff?
This is the thing, because now like I'm been like more internationally engaged on my Twitter. I follow a lot of people that watch BB USA now, so I'm seeing things come up. So I might need to do something like you do, like blocking out the hashtag or something. Can you do it on your phone? Yeah,
you can mute the hashtag. But I'm going to watch some After Darks though. So I'll send you them. You just have to be careful to watch them a little bit behind.
I haven't got time for all of that. Watching Big Brother UK 2 hours a night.
But I'm going to listen to all the podcasts about it as well, so I'll have inside information.
Who does this one? Rob, obviously, does it.
Rob does it.
What about the Sister Speak?
The Sister Speak do it, but they'll be more behind than us. But the one you should listen to is Big Brother Gossip Show, because they have all the clips from the live feed. So anything interesting that happens on the live feed, like bad rows or racism or people shagging,
right?
They have the clips. So they do like a 2-hour show each week. And
so it's like watching live feed.
Yeah, it's all the best stuff from the live feed. So it's like a curated live feed, and they're quite funny and sarcastic as well.
It's not those gay guys.
No, it's the reason why I started podcasting with James was because of the Big Brother Gossip Show.
Who does it? Are they
Scott Hudson?
Is he an ex Big Brother person?
No. He's just like a cynical, funny guy. Yeah.
Is there, like, do you remember last time we found on BB Can, we found that Twitter account that always was tweeting little clips from the live feed? We could do with someone like that, couldn't we?
I'm sure there's...
What was that called? Lemon someone or other?
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you know, like, good places where we can watch clips that are not too spoilery, can you let us know? That would be really helpful. And let us know what you think of this show, and tweet me LightUpVM,
and tweet me BB_superfan, but don't talk smack at me about not liking the military, please.
That's fine. It's just a cultural thing. It's different over here. And also, if you're American and you're listening to this, why not watch BB UK, actually?
No, I think you should, because it's hilarious. I like the series now, actually. I'm quite into it.
Yeah, it's actually quite watchable, isn't it? You just hate watch it kind of thing, really, isn't it? Kind of. But no,
I'm falling a little bit back in love with BBUK right now.
I think from where we were with when they put Gemma Collins back in, that was the lowest. That was embarrassing. Yeah. But it has got a bit better now. So
although you haven't seen Last Night yet, and you don't know what's going to happen with these new people and the Void and all this stuff.
Oh, the Void. And also read my book First Aid Kit Girl and
send us an email.
If you got to the end of this podcast, let us know that you made it here by saying the word turkey.
What does that mean?
Nothing. I just thought I'd do a code word if you got to the end of the podcast. I was
about to read the email address.
What? Go on then.
Email us at bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
What do you care? You don't check the email.
I want you to do more work.
Thanks so much for listening. We really appreciate it. And we're a bit lackluster today because we're not drank enough, but next time we'll be off our heads.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. See you soon. Bye.
Visit our website for the details. Bye.
Bye.